always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, making noise on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wants to change this route. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback into an easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line. Stop. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Off play action. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw. It's Hoover looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense might bring the house here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The running back has it. There he goes. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The give to the tailback. They've got him inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? They have to tackle for a loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision. Good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with...
Got some room, heading to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is, but the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. And then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Pressure coming. Turns it loose. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the back.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback.
Lofts one high indeed. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Under fire. This one's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's looking deep. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to let it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. It's a seam wide open at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room. It was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket! Terrier!
Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He uncorks one deep. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice move to keep running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. QB draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the fourth down and making the fourth down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Finds some fresh air. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And the Longhorns looking to convert on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's thrown another interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hands it off. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. That's That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Here comes the Texas offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you throws toward the end zone. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to.